Welcome and thank you everyone who came to our fourth general meeting. We appreciate you guys being here. I know midterms are coming up and everything, so we're definitely grateful for you guys being here. And today we have a special presentation regarding internships and the opportunities that are available with the federal government. For that, we have an ambassador here of the hockey program, and that's Mr. Jeff Zelaya. So he's going to start up our presentation, so help me welcome Mr. Jeff Zelaya.
I want everyone right now just to close your eyes and think about a moment in your life where you had what I call a defining moment, where you had some kind of event. Maybe you met a person. Maybe it was a professor that said something to you that completely changed kind of the course of where you were heading into and the direction of your life. That you had an epiphany. That you had a paradigm shift. I want you to think of that moment. Now, for each one in the room, it's something different, right? I'm going to share that moment, my moment, with you. So open up your eyes. I want you to take a look at, this is my collage of my defining moment. Back in 2009, I got a chance of a lifetime, to go out to Washington, D.C. at a time where the world was changing. We had, for the first time in our history, we had an African-American president. We had so much change happening in the Capitol at D.C., and I was there. I got a chance to be a part of the inauguration. I got a chance to step foot inside the Pentagon, go visit the White House, talk to my senators, my representatives, all this while at the same time getting an opportunity of a lifetime to work for a government agency, get paid, and get a chance to network with the top people of our country. And this opportunity, this experience, I want to pass it on to you. I want to share it with you, because I believe that if you're going to benefit from it, it's going to change your life. So listen to what I'm going to say, and more importantly, when you go home today, take some action. Apply for it. If it's something that interests you, and I believe it will, it's going to change your life. It's going to be a defining moment in the course that your life takes. So as you can see, I got a chance to meet Ileana Rosletti. She's one of the representatives for our area here. Got a chance to fight for a lot of the causes for college students. I got a chance to talk to her about the DREAM Act, talk to her about making the financial aid process a lot easier to apply to. I got a chance to just share with her some of the experiences that I had as a college student to make change happen. These are the people that are voting on that legislation, that are debating in Congress things that potentially could affect you as a student. And I got a chance to do it firsthand, to be there. I got a chance to also do volunteer service, which is important. In any aspect of your life, you always want to make time to give back. So while I was there, I made it a point to get involved in the local community, to go to this high school in particular, and we painted the high school. It was one of the oldest high schools in the D.C. area, and I took part in uplifting the way that it looked, and doing some painting and some construction there. I also got a chance to meet John McCain, the Secretary of Labor, Hilda Solis, and overall, it was something that completely changed my life. In this room, who's had an internship before? Who's done an internship? Just by a show of hands, okay? So we have a couple people. Now, I understand this is FBLA, right? And you guys are ready for competition. Who's ready for competition? Who's ready to win? Yeah, I know you guys are pumped up about that. That's great. But when those competitions are over and you're graduating college, what's important at that point? Finding a job, right? Having job offers, having that experience, having something that you could go to and work and finally put that education to use. So I'm begging you, I'm urging you to make sure that besides focusing on FBLA and PBL and your goals as an organization, to also put that much time into finding an internship, finding something where you can gain experience that's going to help you in your career, because that's why we're here at school, right? Because we want to make sure we get a career, that we make the money, that we do something that we love to do. So a little bit about me. A lot of you guys I know personally already in this room. I started with the HACU internship actually as a sophomore while I was going to Broward College. A lot of you guys are community college transfer students, right? Okay, we got a good portion in here that are transferring over. So the good thing about the HACU programs is you can do it as a sophomore, you can do it as a junior, you can do it as a senior, you can even do it as a graduate student. It takes place throughout the year. So we're talking about the summer, we're talking about the winter, the spring. So the next one that's coming up, the next session is going to take place in the summer. The deadline's around the corner. I'm going to get to that in a moment. But you still have time to do that experience in the summer. So part of HAKU, what it's helped me done is helped me get scholarships. Because having that experience on your resume, having that to talk to and to write about, to write essays about, gives you a chance to get money from the government and from other organizations. They see that you're involved, that you're making things happen in your community and in your country. On top of that, when you go to interview with an employer, you're more likely to get an interview. Why? Because they see Washington, D.C. They see, wow, this person's worked for the government. And I don't care if it's a private organization, if it's a Fortune 500 organization, they see it on your resume, automatically they're going to ask you questions. So what was the experience about? How was it? And you get a chance to talk about this defining moment in your life and just share it with them, and they're intrigued by all those details. So it's definitely a resume builder. And of course, while you're there, you can do a lot of extracurricular activities. Besides your internship, there's so many opportunities in DC, if that's where you're selected to go, which most interns are. There's so many opportunities to network. There's events being held pretty much every single day, different types of events. The museums are free to go to. You could go speak to your Congress men and women about what's happening, how you could possibly get involved with some of that. So it's just phenomenal. There's so much to do, and the whole vibe there is very driven. You meet people just kind of on the same page that you are, very driven, very professional. They're looking to make a difference in this country, in this world. So it's great to be a part of that. It just kind of pushes you to do more and more. So what exactly? This is HAKU, and the name is HAKU because it's just short. It's short for the Hispanic Association of Colleges and Universities. So this association is made up of universities and colleges that have a majority of Hispanic students, which of course FIU falls into that category. So they're part of what's called an Hispanic serving institution. There's over 400 universities across the nation that are part of that, including Puerto Rico. And the program itself started in '92, only with 24 students. So a man had a vision to do this. He wanted to get more Hispanics involved in government. He didn't feel like government was a good representation of our country. So he set out with a vision to make sure that some more Hispanics were getting involved at that level of government. And by doing that, by talking to the different agencies, he was able to grow it in 20 years. He was able to grow it from 24 students to nearly 700 students that are doing this program every single year. And it's not just Hispanic students. Even though that's what you see here, that's what the name stands for. They're very focused on getting minorities in government, but there's a lot of diversity that happens within the program. And for example, in my room, it was a white guy, a black guy, and a disabled guy. So we had a big mixture of different people from all over the country, from California, Colorado, Puerto Rico. So it's good. You get to see it and interact with people from all over the world and kind of deal with diversity. It's a big to just expand your knowledge. So you get paid, right? Who here wants to get paid? So you guys work for free? Can I see you later? But yeah, I mean, that's one of the big pluses about this program. Not only are you getting flown out to Washington, D.C., all expenses paid. You feel like a baller, man. Like, you get on the plane, everything's paid for. You get off the plane, you got people waiting for you with the limousine. Well, not a limo, but you got a bus waiting for you outside. But it gives you that vibe. I mean, everything's taken care of for you, and you're getting money every single week as well. And the housing, I mean, you do pay for the housing from that stipend, but it's very affordable. You're rooming with 3 other people, and they find the housing. They do all the arrangements for you, so you don't have to go out there on your own and start checking Craigslist out. Pretty much they have already housing set aside for you. And you opt in if you want them to take care of that, or if you want, maybe you have family up there that you can stay with, and you can do it on your own. But it's pretty much taken care of. And they pretty much place you with an agency. So they have all types of government agencies that are out there. We're all here business majors, right? How many marketing majors? Raise your hand. Finance majors? Okay. Accounting? Okay, a lot of accounting. Okay. What am I missing? IT? International business, economics. So the good thing about government